Hello everyone. Welcome to another Moon Tidings video here. We're going to be talking about the full blood moon and lunar eclipse that is happening in the sign of Aquarius on the 27th of July. So welcome. I'm doing a reading for all 12 signs in this video. I'm going to pull a card for all 12 signs, and I'm also going to get us a couple of spirit animal guides from the Druid Animal Oracle deck, and we're going to take a collective look at what the energy is surrounding what we're gaining, with this eclipse, and then what we collectively are needing to release and let go of. So I'm going to go ahead and just shuffle the Animal Oracle deck a bit more, y'all. I'm going to start with this, and then we will pull tarot cards for all 12 signs. And if you want, feel free to go ahead and skip to your signs reading here in the video, or just move your cursor along here until you intuitively feel that it's time for you to stop, and then listen to the message that is right there where you stop. So that's a nice little way for you to get really intuitive and to connect with your higher self and spirit guides and what specific message might be coming through for you. So just thought I'd throw that out there, y'all. So, oh my God, I don't know about you guys, but this eclipse energy and the Cancer new moon eclipse that we had, I mean, it's hit me hard. And it's really hit me in my intimate partnerships and a dating relationship that I was in really hard. I'm not going to go into the personal details necessarily, what's going on with me, but I just want to let you guys know, if any of you are going through any major shift transformations, endings, so that you can completely release and let go of that thing, situation, or person that no longer serves you, so you can begin afresh, begin anew. If any of you are going through some kind of crazy, transformations like that, drop a comment, below. Let me know. Share your story, because just know you are not alone. This energy is real, and it's affecting all of us in different, specific areas of our life. And of course, it does depend on your personal chart and your personal energy. So the sun will be in Leo at the time of this full moon and lunar eclipse. On the 26th, right before the full moon and lunar eclipse, on the 26th, Mercury will go retrograde. And I do believe it goes retrograde in the sign of Leo. So that energy of communication and how we speak and write, contracts, short distance travel, that kind of stuff will be a lot sort of slowed down and become more internal. And you just might want to be extra, think extra hard, or make sure that you are just exercising a bit more caution with the way you communicate, and making sure that you got all of your resources, that you got all the right paperwork put together, double checking things during the Mercury retrograde. Because communication and trying to make sense of things and communicate it can be a little fuzzy. Sometimes what you're thinking in your brain won't come out the way you want with your words. So it's not the end of the world. Again, Mercury retrograde happens like 4 times a year, y'all. So I wouldn't get too paranoid about it. Some people get a little extra about it, but I don't believe you have to worry too much. It just means you have to put in a little extra effort, and it's a bit more internalized. So there you have it. And then, so the 27th is the Aquarius lunar eclipse and full moon. And I want to note to you guys, at this time, Venus, okay, I feel like the Animal Oracle cards are done shuffling, so I'm going to go ahead and draw those two. Okay, so back to the astrology. So Venus, there's a lot of Venus influence right around and at the time of this full moon and lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. Venus is sextiling Jupiter at the time of this, which is beautiful and exciting, especially if you're wanting to grow your business, grow your creativity, grow your social circle, whatever. That is, and it's such a beautiful, enhanced look and growth at those things, you know, with love and with harmony and just abundance. And then Venus is also going to be trining Pluto at the time of this full moon and lunar eclipse as well. So I personally really like, just intuitively, I really enjoy that Venus is coming in here to give us some relief, you know, give us a little bit more ease, a little bit more, you know, through the transformations and big revelations that come with eclipses, which can be a little uncomfortable, a little scary even sometimes, because they can be a shock to your comfort zone. They can be a shock to your thinking, you know, your patterns, what you're comfortable with. So the fact that Venus is showing up really strongly here it gives us a sense of ease and just harmony with the transformative flow of all this and this, you know, eclipse energy, the changes and groundbreaking breakthroughs that are going to happen for us during this time. Venus is coming in here to bless that and to help that come in with more peace and harmony. So know that that energy is there for you, for all of us. And the sun is in Leo, which is gorgeous. You know, it's considered, whenever the sun is in Leo, to be the golden age, or to be the golden time of the year, so to speak. So it's a lot about, you know, fun and play, joy and ease. So just know that that energy is there for you too. You can access it. And looking at our path and what we're gaining from the eclipse and full moon energy, we have, look what we have showing up in this area. We have horse, and look how prominent the sun is here. This is gorgeous, you know, and I'm forgetting now. I want to say it's the Celtic animal zodiac, the Celtic zodiac. I'm pretty sure it's the Celtic zodiac, guys. The sign for Leo is a horse instead of the lion. And this is the Druid Animal Oracle deck, so this is beautiful. So see, look, you have this sunny, vibrant energy of forward momentum showing up here for you, for all of us. So you are definitely moving on to greener pastures here. That is just the phrase and term that immediately comes to my conscious awareness right now. We collectively are moving on to greener pastures. And that's just beautiful. The horse is a beautiful sign of joyful, inspired motivation to move on to the next level, or to literally make a move, take a trip even, and also just feeling an excitement about your life and about the changes that are popping up around this time. So that is gorgeous with horse showing up here. And so the challenge and what we collectively need to release and let go of, we have Blackbird showing up here. Okay, so how fitting. Blackbird is a sign of things that are happening kind of behind the scenes, where you might be you might be letting your fantasy get in the way of like what is really true and what is not, you know, what is fact, what is false. That is what is being released at this time. You know, Blackbird is a bird of twilight. It is that turning point of day and night. going into night. And so that's a time where things can be a bit muddled. You know, the blackbird can sometimes represent just the internal sort of confusion, an uncertainty about things, because there can be some, I sense with blackbird here that it is a little bit about the hidden sort of secrets and motivations of others, and even internally within yourself. You know, what are others' true motives towards you? What are your own true feelings towards yourself, your goals right now in life? And getting out of that place of uncertainty, getting into a place of clarity, and breaking free from the fantasy of it all, you know, getting into conscious awareness. Because look at these together. We have blackbird, which is essentially of night, and then horse, daylight, sun, consciousness. So we have, you know, that night moon, subconscious energy here, and then the sunny, conscious awareness energy here. So you are being brought to full awareness with this full moon and lunar eclipse. The confusion is ending, y'all, which is beautiful. We're leaving a lot of those shadows behind. Ah, this is exciting. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and shuffle a bit more with the tarot cards here. And I'm going to pull a card for each of all the 12 signs here. Okay, so we already have some popping out. All right, first 4 signs are out. And I'm going to go ahead and, I feel like I should remove a few of these here. I'm kind of doing it differently this time, y'all. I'm just going with my intuition and my instincts here. So I feel like about right here. And then we're going to draw the rest. Okay. Alrighty, so all of the cards are out. Let's take you down here and take a gander at the Woo! Sorry, I'm just, camera's going a little crazy. Alright, gotta get it to where you can see it. Alright. So, first sign, let's start with Aries. Aries, you have justice here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the camera back up here. We're going to talk face to face during all this, okay? Okay. So, Aries. Some of you here with this full moon and eclipse energy are really, the pros and cons of a situation or of a relationship here are really being weighed and then finalized. So, and if some of you have been dealing with a legal case, you know, domestic, business-wise, whatever it is, that is getting finality. It's getting an answer. You're getting an answer, Aries. Justice over the whole situation and legality is coming. It's happening. And, you know, I get here with justice too with a lot of you Aries. There's a sense of tempering by achieving more awareness over the situation, over the pros and the cons, you're going to get more of a tempered, and sense of balance back. Okay, you're going to feel a lot more ease. So be sure, you know, even I would suggest even doing a pros and cons list for some of you, if it's so you can get a visual right in front of your face, and then make the decision. That will help you a lot if you just kind of literally put it down and visualize it. And that is going to create more of that ease and equilibrium with your life at this time, Aries. So, next here, we have, hold on, I have to double check. I'm like, yes, Taurus, okay. I'm sorry. All right, so Taurus, you have the Knight of Swords coming in here for you. So, with the Knight of Swords showing up here, to me, there is going to be, a lot of you might be feeling the sense of this urge and calling and drive to just go for it, to rush in, to take action. And I feel like a lot of you are being called to action, Taurus. You know, you are being called to move. But there is just a sense here with the Knight of Swords. Make sure that you're not going in with all your energy, all full throttle. This is the message that I'm getting. Make sure that you save some of your energy and some of that fighting spirit, Taurus, for yourself or for something else that I think is coming up for you guys, like creative project or journey. There's something here about making sure that you don't overexert and use up all of your energy, because that is the weakness of the Knight of Swords sometimes, is overexerting yourself and going full, you know, battle action mode, when maybe in reality you've got to conserve some of that for yourself. So there can be quite some riveting inspiration or insights coming in here for you, Taurus, that is going to lead to more action taking place. So that's awesome. Way to go. All right, so next we have Gemini. And Gemini, look, you have the Empress showing up here. So with the Empress showing up for you, Gemini, I'm getting, there is just a lot of opportunity, like positive and expansive and just welcome opportunity showing up for you. Some of you Geminis might be growing your family here too. And just the overall sense of like Venus is really coming in here to bless you, a lot of you, with all the work and effort that you've put in, and even just, you know, simple gift from the universe here. That is what the Empress is giving you. The ability to receive and to grow in abundance. That thing that you have been doing and working on, Gemini, whether that's a relationship or business or a goal or trip that you've been wanting to move on with and take the next step towards, the Empress is giving it to you. She is helping it. She is bringing it into fruition, into reality for you. That's awesome. Congratulations. All right, so next we have Cancer with the Hierophant. Okay, you know what? I have to double check this. Yes. Geez, I'm sorry. I should, you know, for as long as I've been doing this, I should know all the signs on the wheel in order, but alas. Okay, so here we go, Cancer. This is you. Cancer. You have the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant showing up here, I feel like Taurus energy is ringing really strong for you. Like I don't always pick that up, you know, with the major arcana cards, but there's like this sense of Taurus characteristics and Taurus traits that are really going to help center you and ground you here around this full moon and lunar eclipse. So the Hierophant, I feel like, is really coming in here to secure your sort of all of the downloads and messages that you're getting, all of the advice, collaboration that might be happening and going on too, but I feel like there's a lot of information and advice coming at you, Cancers, around this time. And so the Hierophant, I feel like, is really coming in here to ground you, to give you a really secure answer, you know, where you're not going back and forth within your mind about something. You're getting, you know, a secure, committed response. So that is awesome here. Congratulations. It's also very spiritual energy with you, Cancer. You are, of course, ruled by the moon, and anytime an eclipse happens, it affects sun and moon children, such as yourself. So this eclipse in particular, I feel like, is giving you, a lot of you Cancers, just that really grounded, secure, enlightened, spiritual perspective that is giving you just so much clarity on your purpose and your committed relationships in life right now. So awesome. Woo-hoo-hoo, Cancer. All right, so moving on to Leo. So Leo, you have the King of Cups here. So Leo, I like seeing a king in this position for you. So we're in your season at the time of this full moon and eclipse. So what I'm getting with the King of Cups, you know, you are the leader, the king, queen of the zodiac. You're a sun child. So my intuitive sense with the King of Cups showing up for us Leos is that there's a lot of emotional stability, comfort, and security and ease coming in here for you. A lot of you Leos, because this full moon and lunar eclipse is happening in your opposite sign, house of partnership and intimate relationships, the King of Cups to me is coming in here to saying that is being washed away. The King of Cups is the king of the sea, right? Sitting in the middle of the sea. So I'm getting the sense of wounds really being washed away here, really being cleansed, and just really being nurtured and healed. The King of Cups is excellent about nurturing and healing any wounds and really being completely emotionally stable. And because, Leo, you're getting this emotionally stable energy and gift from the universe with this energy, it's opening a much more ease and flow of loving relationships, just washing, flowing into your life. You know, the King of Cups allows love and connection with others with ease. King and queens don't have to fight to get things done or accomplished. That's not their role. So it's about receiving, Leo, here in your season, the flow and ease of emotional stability and truly connecting with others in a broad perspective. King of Cups is the complete ruler of connection. He rules the ocean and body of water. You know, the world is made up of mostly ocean, mostly water. So it's connecting you. You are seriously getting rooted in connections and better, stronger, more empowered, loving connections. Woo! That's awesome. And so moving on here, it is Virgo, right? Woo! Okay, Virgo. Virgo, you got the Hermit, and this is your card, Virgo. So this is awesome. So Virgo, with the Hermit showing up here for you, immediately I feel like there's going to be a lot of synchronistic events, synchronistic messages, and synchronistic just signs that are going to end up showing up for you here. So pay attention, Virgo, to this lunar eclipse. Sorry, excuse me. And full moon energy on the 27th, because you are seriously very in sync. Your ability to receive in and recognize the signs for yourself around this time is beautiful. And also, you know, I feel like this is very much a time for you to put more focus into doing a little bit more meditation and stuff that has to do with physical health routines. So whether that's walking, running, exercising, taekwondo, martial arts, you know, spending more time out in nature, spending more time out even, you know, doing gardening. I mean, being sort of physically active like that is really going to give you more of the pros and benefits of this energy, where you'll be able to receive and recognize those signs and the synchronistic things and events and even people here, I feel like, that are showing up for you. But it is definitely being in the right environment, Virgo. Make sure that you're in those kinds of environments where you're physically active and you're taking time for yourself to recognize those messages, because it's very synchronistic for you guys. So that's powerful, Virgo. Awesome. All right, so now it is Libra, right? Yep, it's Libra. Okay, so Libra, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, Libra. Five of Wands. I feel like the Five of Wands is showing up here to say there's a lot of misunderstanding that could arise around this full moon and lunar eclipse for you. You know, some misunderstanding with others that might just cause a little bit of that frustration and anger and just upset, where you don't know how to, you and the other person may not know exactly how to properly express yourself. And so the Five of Wands can often be about expressing yourself more through physical confrontation, or just doing things out of a reaction instead of stepping back, you know, tempering out your frustrations and trying to come at the other person, or them coming at you with love, with compassion. So just be wary that around this full moon and lunar eclipse in Aquarius, that this sort of, you know, anxious and misunderstanding type energy can be present for you. And so you just want to be sure, Libra, to channel this energy, channel any of that anxiety or aggression that you might be feeling and if anyone else is coming at you with this aggression and anxiety, make sure that you try to separate your energy from them, whether that, that's physically keeping a distance or simply not giving. I'm getting the message of not giving a response even, because what you might end up saying is going to offend or upset them in some way, to some extent. I can't say how far that'll go, but I feel like it doesn't matter what you say to the other person or persons, it's still going to be upsetting, and it's going to cause, just people to react rather than resolve things with compassion. So I am getting the message that for many of you Libras, it is about taking a step back or not giving an answer, not giving a response at this time, because that is really what is going to serve you best, because emotions and what have you are going to be high at this time. So bada bing, bada bomb, and channel. Make sure you're channeling your creativity, your energy and frustration or whatever. Make sure you're channeling it in a better way. Because sometimes people just need a little time and separation so they don't overreact. So, if you're feeling that anxiousness and whatnot, do something. Go shoot a bow and arrow, or go, I don't know, on a jog, on a run, journal, whatever works for you. Find a way to get it out, okay? So, next we have Scorpio. So Scorpio, I just want to make sure I don't ruin the cycle here, y'all. So Scorpio, you have the Chariot showing up here. So the Chariot. I feel like there's an energy and message of learning your boundaries. Learning more about your boundaries with others, Scorpio. When you've gone too far with others and when you need to put up your own boundaries for yourself as well. Because the Chariot, he's got his back towards the castle, towards the city, right towards all those boundaries, towards his back towards the walls. Okay, he's going out to explore. There's something here about a perspective, an enlightening perspective coming to you around boundaries and breaking free and breaking out of self-imposed, self-limiting boundaries that I feel like have kind of pulled you in different directions. You have the two Sphinx here. You have the black and the white Sphinx. So sometimes, and I'm picking up, it's not always this way with the Chariot. Sometimes the Chariot is about adventure, going off into new horizons. But, if that message is ringing with you, then I would definitely take note. But to me, for the main message that I'm intuitively picking up for a lot of you Scorpios is more the message of being pulled in two different directions and needing to establish more direction and more perspective with your boundaries and the boundaries with other people. So that is being highlighted strongly here for you, Scorpio. And, it's definitely a breakthrough energy. The Chariot, I feel like, is coming in here to say, this is a breakthrough area for you where you're going to get a more healthy comprehension of boundary setting and of harmonious boundaries and the direction that you are wanting to see yourself in, Scorpio. So, boom shakalaka. There you have it. So next we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like the energy is cautioning you, Sagittarius, to just take a break, take a step back at the time of this full moon and lunar eclipse. You are really having to, kind of like Aries, you are having to really kind of weigh some pros and cons. But I feel like this is more centered around ambition and goals that you have for yourself, Sagittarius, and the next step in those areas. So I would say take the time to weigh your options and be wise around this time. Don't be impulsive. Don't make a decision necessarily. I feel like the Two of Pentacles is saying don't necessarily make a final decision at this point, but there's an infinite amount of like information, I feel like, and flow that will be showing up for you. And so it's just going to be a lot for you to digest. And that's why I think it's important to take a moment before you make a final decision. Because I feel like whatever this is, it has the potential to take you really far, Sag. There's really a sense of farness, far-reaching, and expansion. Because you see these ships on the horizon and, you know, going out into the broad, almost limitless sea, you know? So it's positive though, Sagittarius. It's positive. You just have to take a moment, I feel like, with whatever it is you're having to choose or decide between around this full moon. Yeah, sorry, awkward pause. Okay, so now we have, let's double check here, Capricorn. So Capricorn, you have the Seven of Cups. Okay, Capricorn, immediately I'm getting a lot of you might be facing a lot of messages and sort of imperative narratives and imperative sort of just confirmations coming at you through your dreams, you know, through sleep and through even daydreaming. So Capricorn, pay attention around this full moon to your dreams and to even just your daydreaming. When you go off and you start thinking about all the different possibilities and how something could be, I feel like there's a sense of the energy is really encouraging you to actually fantasize and to dream and then to gain. There's something to be gained, some knowledge, some experience, some inspiration that is just going to jolt you into, it's going to jolt you into the state that you want to be in. It's going to, you know, jumpstart you into the area that you want to be in. So allow yourself that time during this full moon. And, you know, through this fantasy and dream-like exploring, you know, things may not be completely clear, because with the Eight of Cups here, I'm sorry, the Seven of Cups, can be a little of an overwhelming sort of feeling coming at you, Capricorn. And that's, for a lot of the signs here, that, you know, is showing up. And that's what full moons tend to do. It can be a little overwhelming. So emotionally, too, there's this sense of, because of all this fantasizing and allowing yourself to just expand your dreaming and thinking, it can be a little overwhelming. So make sure that you are finding a way to ground these messages, you know, writing them down, do a dream journal or whatever, and make sure that you're focusing in on the things that speak to you, the things that are striking you, the things that feel right to you. So that's kind of your homework, Capricorn. And so next here we have Aquarius. And Aquarius, you have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, all right. So Aquarius, I feel like many of you, this is going to be a time where you can really manifest the worth, the riches, the abundance that you want to see in your life. That's what the King of Pentacles is all about. I mean, especially when it comes to career and money and your goals. So Aquarius, you really have the ability here to just grow your business. Call in more money at this time. And there's a sense of here, with it being such an earthy, grounded energy, you know, all elements coming together, because, you know, you have the pentacle, right? The pentagram here. And that's standing out to me for you, Aquarius, where, you know, it's about all four elements and then spirit, the ethers, you know, it all coming into one, coming into fruition and understanding, being very rooted. There's a sense of finding your roots and really needing to root yourself with this energy, because it is a full moon in your sign. So, but with the full moon being in your sign too, again, you have just this ability to create a legacy for yourself and really see the intentions and ambitions that you have for yourself, seeing those really manifest. This is a card of manifestation, Aquarius. So call in that money. You know, some of you might be receiving some extra money at this time too, or just a new sort of money-making opportunity. So, yay. You know, be sure you act on that. And I feel like really the encouragement too is just to surround yourself in nature, with the earth. You know, bring yourself into the present, grounding. Okay? And so next we have Pisces. Pisces, you have the Ace of Wands. Oh goodness, just such creative and divine inspirations coming at you, Pisces. This full moon and lunar eclipse is giving you a break, giving you I want to say breakthrough with your creativity, with your whatever it is that you have really been putting your energy and your efforts into. There's like this sense of a breakthrough and just like this answer, this aha moment where you get it. You know, Pisces. And that idea takes off. You get excited about it here. So this full moon is giving you just this break and inspirational and just exciting idea that is fueling your creativity for the next step with what it is you're trying to achieve. And so that's beautiful. You know, it's a very spiritual card, any of the aces, because you have the hand just issuing from the cloud. And so it's a very, very much a spiritual sort of gift and answer coming at you. And so to me, it's really for you Pisces ringing as those ideas, just the ideas really sort of sparking at this time, at this full moon. And it's coming at me because Ace is very much about new sparks of inspiration and newness. So there's a fresh, fiery startup that is coming at you, that is just going to, it's launching you into, you know, perhaps something that you didn't think of, something you really didn't imagine before. But this full moon energy is bringing that to your awareness. And it's exactly what you need to recognize, Pisces. It's exactly what the creative piece that's missing, or inspirational sort of piece or advice that you've been missing, that is going to continue to grow. Continue to rapidly manifest like a wildfire. That's just kind of coming across for you Pisces. So woohoo, congrats. All right, so y'all, I mean, that hereby concludes the reading for all you 12 signs here with this full moon and lunar eclipse. And I wrote down this little note whenever I was at my day job, and I had to share it with you guys because it just seemed to ring with this energy. And since eclipses can be kind of heavy, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave my lovely peeps here with this little phrase. And that is, my life is a bloody adventure. Your life is a bloody adventure. Okay, so whether you're dealing with a lot of frustrations or chaos or lessons or just cleanup or healing, or it's happy-go-lucky right now, wherever you're at right now in your life, just know that your life is an adventure. Look at it as an adventure, wherever you're at in your life right now, okay? So if any of you do want to do a personal one-on-one reading with me, please get in contact with me. My email is going to be below, my Etsy shop link where you can book your personal reading with me. That link and everything is going to be below. And I'm excited about this. It happens to fall on my birthday, so woo! We'll see how it goes. Drop me a comment and share and like this with those close to you and those who you think will appreciate this message. You know, spread the word here and spread the encouragement. And thank you for doing so. So don't forget, this is our path collectively. Horse, gorgeous spirit animal, gorgeous card. It's going to be an exciting time for all of us. Transformative. So I will see y'all in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Take care.